clear voice, say along with us.
Hip hop, hip hop, hip hop, hip hop, hip hop, hip hop. Smoke weed every day.
Oh yeah. All right. So let's get into our smoke and mirrors segment. We got Peter Jackson in the motherfucking building. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so Peter, I want to know your thoughts here on this whole thing. There's a few things that we got coming up in the news, right? Or that just popped up in the news. Doug Ford is bringing back the bring a beer buck of beer.
What does that mean?
So I guess what they're bringing beers that are $1 beers back.
So like cheap, he's gonna sell the cheap beer.
Yeah.
Why is that important?
His own brand.
Probably invested in.
So like all brands. What does that matter?
All brands. Yeah. So
it's
what are your thoughts
I saw
on?
it like everywhere though.
Did you see that? Did you see that in the news?
Yeah, they were pushing it like crazy.
What's your thoughts on fucking Doug Ford's decision to do that?
I don't know.
What about?
I don't get it. I don't get what like.
Why?
No. I don't get like.
Oh, the question?
No, I get the question, but like
the angle of why he's doing it.
Yes.
All. But they are pushing it though. I've seen it like a bunch of places and shit.
It's just like why? Okay.
I'm not trying to be difficult.
No.
The way you just like the way I'm trying to answer you, I'm just trying to figure out like I don't understand how that's news.
Why?
Unless like it's saving people a lot of money. Like if it's so every 2-4 is $24. How did he even do that, or why is he even doing that? Like
exactly.
I don't know.
Who's he trying to please?
Well, everybody. That's a pretty good deal.
What did he have invested in it though?
That sounds
like
like
a company that's got
Yeah.
buck of beers.
Yeah,
Like, what is, you know, like
like they used to do bucket beers at La Scratch in Oshawa. But it was like you were buying like some keg that somebody made.
yeah, wish wash
Keg
mixed
beer,
beers.
yeah.
Bottom of the keg,
1,200 people.
yeah. Whatever we
Bucket
do at the
beer
end of
is
the night that's
like-
left on the table, we pour in the keg. We're cooling it and selling it tomorrow.
Yeah, that's La Scratch.
Right?
I think it's a distraction.
It has to be.
From what?
I don't know.
He's trying to cut the city council from 40 something to 25, like half dramatic count. Only Toronto council, not no other councils in
Like
the
his
whole
own,
the
because the
province.
cabinet's not his majority, right?
Yeah. No, he has
majority seats?
He can do whatever he wants. Opposition is the NDP.
Uh-huh.
Liberals, he just like, yo, what? You guys only got 8. We're not giving. You only got 7.
So
you need
why
8?
would he be firing all his own people though?
No, it's not. But they're not his people. They're saying he's strength, making it better for him in the long run is what they're saying by firing people. So there's less people because I guess the MPs or whatever have 25 for their whatever, and down here we have. So it takes too much people arguing, stopping shit. So saying that's streamlining, but he's not streamlining anywhere else. It's just Toronto, and they're saying it's like, is it like a political payback for not being the mayor of the city and trying to control Toronto?
What about the beer?
No, with his whole politics in general.
Yeah, but the beer itself.
That's part of his whole thing, bro.
Even with that, okay. Let's say
Then he threw in there. I'm gonna privatize.
How does
I'm
he
gonna
make money
let
from that?
marijuana be sold privately. He's just trying to do whatever the opposite from what the liberals.
Yeah, but that
were doing.
people like those two things.
Yeah, that's just
Makes people happy.
He's
This
trying
is
to.
true.
I guess.
I think it's as simple as that. I guess I don't know. I'm sure it's business. It's at some point that's actual business for him.
Yeah.
And for somebody else, but I don't know. It just doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Well, there's the next thing that happened, and that was like a major fucking thing that was like fucking up the whole city. That flooding.
Yeah, that was
that
crazy.
flash rain.
Did
That
you
was
have any?
nuts.
Were you on the road when that flooding shit was going?
Not downtown. No, I was in Woodbridge last night, and it
Okay.
wasn't like that, at all. Like it rained on our way down, but I took like the 407, so I didn't see it. But I saw all the stuff today, and my driver just said that it was horrible for him last night.
Yeah, they had like a elevator that got flooded.
Oh, that's crazy.
Right, man was left with like 1 foot of
They basically
2 men.
2 guys in there.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I
They
didn't
made
hear
that
that.
like 3 minutes left.
Yeah, the boy them had to come and
Yeah.
save him.
Yeah, I see on the news the boy them they said they took off their utility belts and swam down the hall with crowbars. The way they made it
Who
sound
said
so
that?
the news, CP24, they're gonna sell it, right? And it's good. They did her work. They saved lives. Like nothing
that's
wrong with that.
amazing.
But it's the way that they sound bited and made it sound.
I didn't know about that.
They swam down the hall with the crowbars. And then the man's like, we estimate we have 3 minutes left before that was it. My guy's like, I don't want to die here in the murky water. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, but thank God they were saved. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
it's
dope.
dope.
In my neighborhood, part you know what I'm saying? There's like I was telling you earlier, the streetcar got submerged. They showed it on the news. I don't know how fast the rain, because where this guy had to have been stopped for the rain to like, unless he was stopped right there and then the rain came and he couldn't move, because he's like more than 3/4 of the way through the tunnel.
Yeah.
And it's like, yo, the streetcar's like more than a quarter of the way submerged in the water. So you know that's on the streetcar. These are the brand new streetcars that they had to get from Bombardier. They don't even have all of them. They're still waiting on them. I wish I could get $1 trillion deal where I can say I'm gonna give you something, and then I don't deliver it on time. And then when I tell you, say, yo, okay, I'm gonna give you this day, I don't deliver it, and I still keep on my money and nothing pop. But anyway, side note, the streetcar was soaked up, whatever. Then you see this guy in his little fucking rabbit, think he's gonna drive through. The man starts powering through. Boom! Then you see the back end start floating up.
Stuck.
Car's floating now. The man has to get out of his car. But the rain came fast and furious.
Yeah,
man.
there was too much stuff.
Stupid.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of the
stupid.
sewers and stuff coming up. Like the sewer gates or whatever.
Yeah.
That's too much. That shit can't be happening.
Yo, that was nuts, man. It's
I
like it was
thought-
so hot.
If it happened again tonight, we would
Back to back, we would have
been fucked.
Because you know the Gardner, the part near the Don Valley there, that usually flows. That floods over, and then they got to shut the Gardner, whatever that part of the highway. So that's crazy.
Yeah, and it's also even based on the heat wave. I made a quick video earlier.
Oh yeah.
I had a little video I made with the top 10 list or top 6 list, and I was talking about dressing heat appropriate.
Yeah.
There was a man that I was seeing a couple of days ago, and this is just quick side note, right? The motherfucker is walking, and this is when the heat was baking.
Okay.
Okay, it was like 36 degrees I could see when I was getting out the whip. The guy had a fucking hoodie, and not a hoodie like this, like a thicker one,
Yeah.
okay? Up over his head. Full jeans, Jordans, walking down the street.
Wow. Was this
Went
your
to go.
caravan?
No, this is like the day before. The man went, got his. I was at the plaza. The man went, got his things in the store, and then I seen him walking back the other way with his hoodie, not even like trying to get anywhere quick, just
lounging.
strolling. Not one beat of fucking sweat.
Yeah, I always overdress too like that though.
That's that New York, you know, Tim's in the summertime, you
Yeah.
know. On
At
the
night-
beach,
at
you know
nighttime
what I'm
when
saying?
you-
Jeans, Tim's, jacket,
Oh,
Miami
man.
Beach, you know what I'm saying? Where you from? I'm from New York, son. You know what I mean?
How do y'all? I don't understand how the fuck y'all body temperatures can regulate, yo. I'm there like in fucking barely
I always
anything.
wear
This
sweaters
guy's
at the
here
wrong time.
sweating buckets.
I always wear sweaters at the wrong time.
Yeah. Well, all I know is dress weather appropriate and watch out for the fucking
Yo,
flood.
that rain though. So I'm like, thank God I was at home when it happened, right? So I wasn't affected by the flood, thank God. You know what I'm saying? But it's funny. My girl's like, "Yo, is it raining outside?" I'm like, Nah, I don't think so. I went to the window, bro, torrential downpour, yo. I was like, "Oh, yo, it's fucking coming down out here." And then next thing you know, you see all the floods and shit like that. So it was crazy, and it was like 100. What was it, like 100 centimeters of rain or some shit fell in like a 2-hour period or some shit.
Hashtag stay dry.
But what about the drainage? That's the stuff about the drainage and like our infrastructure, man. Like, can't handle all that water. Even the creek was overflowed to a crazy extent at Jane and Wilson. I seen a video on Insta.
All the rats are there swimming in the sewage. Anyways, last thing we have in the fucking news here is Toronto police received $25 million from the province in the fight against gun crime.
Wow.
All right, I got a little CTV report here. Let me see what I'll go on here to get a little bit more details, because this is going to be big here. So the city of Toronto received a major cash infusion from the provincial government to help the local law enforcement fight gun violence. A source from Premier office told CTV News, shout out to CTV News, Toronto and the province will give $25 million in aid of Toronto police. That's a lot of fucking guap.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
That is.
They got to use that correctly.
Hopefully they don't use it to get more crews and lock up more people, because that's not the right strategy.
Yeah. Okay. What do you, with all this money that they're putting into the system, and they feel that this is going to be something that helps the whole gun violence and everything, okay, and I'm going to pass this around the table. What are your thoughts on what you feel we could do to help quell some of the gun violence that's going on in the city?
I don't know how to speak on exactly speak on gun violence, but I think just giving people something to do and like building outlets for people and not taking them away. Like, you know, just different stuff from like way separate from just gun violence. Like just literally in general, like free programs for like stuff that people actually give a fuck about.
Exactly.
Like actual maybe they want to just be creative or something like how they do Remix Project, but more stuff like that, or even basketball or hockey, or summertime like mad camps are free and shit everywhere.
Yeah.
But like all the time, or like schools and then like camps outside, like
something
give people something to do, like just
yeah.
everybody in general. I can't really speak on,
Well, okay. What do you think? Like, what's your opinions on what we can do to make the gun violence go down?
Well, not necessarily gun violence, but just violence in general. Because violence is violence. Gun violence is gonna happen. Violence is gonna happen. But if there's places for people to have, like you said, a creative outlet, where they can do something other than have to worry about being in the street. Like programs where they can actually get money from creative outlets, like get paid for something. Be part of something where they can get paid and don't have money to bring home, because maybe at home isn't good. There's food that they need the food in the fridge and shit like that. Mom's working, she's home by she's single mom, 3 kids, whatever, she's working all day. They got give them something to do where they're not just left to the ills of the streets. You know what I mean?
It's just structure.
Yeah, like you know what I mean. So
I don't mind.
Also this jail, the jail system too. People gotta fix their own problems too. You know what I'm saying? You can't blame the police for everybody's problems, because people do their own dirt and get caught up in situations where they gotta, so,
accountability.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I agree with both of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Making programs, different things like that for like kids but things that they're interested in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As well as like there have to be some kind of more of an acceptance for people who've gone through the system, because there's a lot of people who've made mistakes in the past.
Yeah, definitely.
Right?
That's true.
And now they're like trying to get back in, and then jobs look at them in a certain way because they're like, yo, you've been in jail.
Yeah.
All right?
I don't know. I think you can actually come home and do something a lot more now than you could before.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think it's not people are more acceptable of people that have just been in trouble, but I think that it's like people are more understanding with that, or at least I am. I mean, I am definitely.
Yeah.
So.
Well, like on average, a lot of people who come home, they're like doing construction and different shit like that, right?
Yeah.
I'm a rare case that came home and did a corporate job. You know what I'm saying? But like, there's a lot of people who don't get that opportunity. I used to work for a big corporate company. I won't say it on air here.
Yeah.
But like, I worked in their in their head office for about 6 years.
Yeah.
And for a few years of that, I was on parole.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I had never held like a real job longer than a probation period, like ever, because when I was young and it came up, it was always an issue. But I mean that never had any.
Well, your passion was for the music, right? And so
Yeah.
You still control your own stuff, right?
You put that work in. Otherwise, instead of working a 9 to 5, you put that time in for yourself, working for yourself.
Yeah.
Building your own business and making your companies.
Yeah.
And all of that stuff, making yourself profitable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's one more thing I want to bring up before we get out of here, and then we'll be doing our social medias and stuff. Caravana's Carnival Kingdom event canceled with little notice, leaving concert goers furious. Ticket holders vented after their anger on social media after the popular Caravana event was canceled less than 2 hours before it was scheduled to begin on Saturday night.
Wow. Promoter did a hook and run. Hook and run. Hook and run. Oh, the city.
The city said,
what was
shut
the
it
reason
down.
to cancel?
It wasn't because of that. It's because the promoters got a license that was only for 2,500 people, and almost 20,000 people showed up the night before. That's why it got shut down.
So for anybody who didn't hear Sav there, so there
The
was
ghost in the room.
that
The ghost in the room. That's her new nickname.
they had an expectancies for how many people?
25.
The license that they got was only for 2,500 people.
Yeah,
So
that
the license they
shut
had
down.
was 2,500 people, and how many people showed up?
20,000.
So the Friday
Promoter made a bag.
20,
The first night, the promoter made a bag.
So they got away with the first night.
Oh, the second night got canceled. Okay.
Wow. So they pulled off 20K
That sucks.
people in the place.
Yeah.
That sucks for the
Whoa.
promoter, for everybody, for all the people that were working.
Wow.
That affects a lot of people.
It does.
Cancel shows are horrible.
Yeah.
It is. That's like a big promotion.
Have you ever dealt with a
too.
cancel show? I'm sure you've had to deal with a couple of cancel. What does that feel like, or what does that look like?
Yeah, he's his head shaking.
Everything's
For the people
just
that are
coming-
listening, he's shaking his head like.
everything's just coming back. Oh man, bro, I've been through some crazy shit with
Yeah.
cancel shows.
Give me one crazy cancel story. Like, what does like?
It can affect everything, bro.
Yeah.
The first big artist show I was ever on was Jada Kiss.
Fuck about my dope house. Fuck about my dope house.
Yeah, fuck about my dope house. Where them niggas came from? Montega Jada, where you think I got the name from? Raised round the junkies, where you think I got my game from? Soon as the love stop, that's when the pain come.
And he didn't. The promoter and him, whatever. I was just put onto the show. I probably sold 400 tickets by hand. So I was coming with everybody, and he didn't come over the border for whatever reason. He didn't get in. We were at the club when that was canceled.
Wow.
Like there was no. We were in the we were at the club doors like out.
Sorry, he couldn't cross. Wow.
That's sticky.
Yeah, and I don't really know like why he didn't cross because it wasn't my show, but
Yeah.
you know like
Yeah, that's a problem. Hour before, like, that's a problem.
Yeah. So.
That's a
and
problem.
that affects everybody. That affects
sure.
concession. You know, stage hands, club, liquor sales, promoter,
Everybody.
openers,
Everybody's affected.
fans.
That's it. The fans, they're
Families.
grumpy,
Yeah.
so their pockets are tight. They're mad. You know, they're upset. Man, I came to see Jada. What, man?
Shit.
Yeah.
It can result in damage happening. All kind of things. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's wrap it up.